Hello, welcome back to Working with Nico. In my last video, the short video that I made, I spoke a little bit about not getting into the work mode and try to do bits and pieces in your own tempo to avoid getting exhausted. Well, that got challenged quite fast because I got a note from my dad, who they bought an apartment in Horton, and suddenly he got ill, not in a dramatic way, he's gonna recover quite fine, but they're in a hurry to renovate their apartment before they move in there. And I decided I need to go and help him a little bit to get things done so they can start moving in. But that also means that I need to put myself in a work mode, even though that might be exhausting for me due to my health with trigeminal neuralgia and all that. So here I am, a few days later, ready to start laying parquet on this floor, and try not to work myself too hard. Luckily my mother and my father, they are very cautious and very afraid of me working too hard, so I'm allowed to take any break I want, but still it's gonna be a little bit challenging to try to maintain progress without being too slow. So right now I'm just itching to get started. I got all the boards that we need right there. It seems like the worst part of this floor laying thing is to make the first boards, because you have to cut alongside all the boards to get it to fit in here. Cut a little bit. Yeah, you saw it all. I don't need to explain it once more. But hopefully now it will go a lot quicker. All right, this is the progress the first day. Doesn't look like much, but keep in mind that we did pick up all the stuff from the store, and we had some dealings with measurements and stuff before we could actually get going. So all in all, it's not bad. It's just don't look like much. And we're ready for a new day tomorrow. It's the next day. The weather has turned from sun and calm to wind and clouds, so it's a little bit worse light in here.
Get back on your feet, walk out the door, and each day just move a little more. Leave the sofa and get back in the game. Here's to those of you who have your life on hold. Everything seems hard, there's nothing to be told. You have plenty of excuses to sit down, but wake up my friend, it's time to look around. Here's to those of you who are tired of the lies that you tell yourself when you are asked to rise. Do yourself a favor, take those first small steps. Walk the doorstep mile and see how much it helps. You've sat long enough, my friend, it's time to fight. Over feeling sorry for yourself. Get rid of those thoughts and put them on the shelf. Even if you have a reason you can have, you should turn your mind and get out of the grave. The first step of getting out of misery is to show yourself what life instead could be. I was once the one who sat there in my chair, but I raised and found a way I wanna share. I went from a passive state and back to life. It took much and still my pain can be a strife. But I hate to watch my days go by and by, when there's so much to achieve, give it a try. Get back on your feet, walk out the door, and each day just move a little more. Leave the sofa and get back in the game. It takes much to live and work when you're in pain, but the gains are great, it pays to fight again. Find your limits and then walk out of that door. You can always take one step and then one more. Get back on your feet, walk out the door, and each day just move a little more. Leave the sofa and get back in the game. It takes much to live and work when you're in pain, but the gains are great, it pays to fight again. Find your limits and then walk out of that door.
We're way into day 3 now. It's Monday, so we had Sunday off, but we finished up the floor, and I did not show all of it because I had to choose between being efficient and filming, and since my dad is there and my mom is there and I don't want to be filmed, it's kind of, it's okay for them to film the process, but they don't want to show their faces too much on YouTube. So it's a balance there, and it's also a balance between my energy and how I use my energy, because well, I'm quite tired after 3 days or 2.5 days of work right now. My dad is also tired. He shouldn't be working at all, but he has to help me a little bit to get things how he wanted to be. So he's with me and he's cutting stuff up, and I take measurements and he gets them and uses the saw and the saw table and all that. So we're kind of helping each other out here. But this is kind of, especially that crawling around on the floor and up and down all the time, is quite hard on both my back, on the energy level as well. But now the floor is done, and we're gonna head off to the next town to pick up some furniture for the bathroom. I haven't told my old man yet, but my something in my back snapped when we were loading the trailer. So I'm just hoping I can manage to unload the trailer and get things up there. Luckily, we have some wheels, so we don't have to lift it all the way, and an elevator to get it up to the second floor where the apartment is. But heavier stuff is it's I think it was 57 kilos, so it's not that heavy. But when your back already snapped, kind of. Uh, Probably some disc that slid out of its position. I had it before. So I'm just gonna hope for the best. Trying not to make too many ow ow sounds. So I'm just trying to push with my legs like this. I mean my face thing is kind of worse. But when you feel something is increasing while lifting, the more I lift, the more the pain increases in my back. And the back is kind of more, you need to rely on your back to stand up and stuff. So even though my face pain is worse than my back pain, it's still, for one, it's an area of the body where I normally don't have any pains, so it's unusual and therefore it kind of feels worse. And secondly, uh, if it gets worse enough or bad enough, I won't be able to stand on my feet, which is unfortunate for several reasons that you can probably think of yourselves. Sånn. Ja, det er bra. Ja, ser du noe? Ja, det er bra. Right. I'm gonna deliver the trailer. My mom is preparing some food, and I haven't said a word to them about my back being ill and out of commission. And I fear that when I sit down to eat and sit still for maybe half an hour, that my back will be so stiff afterwards that I can't do anything. I had this problem before, and normally it takes some days. It's not that bad that it won't take weeks, or at least I hope so. But I'm in a bad spot right now. My my face and my trigeminal neuralgia is aching, and my back is aching, and it's a lot of talking about aching here, but I choose to be open about it. It's not because I feel sorry for myself, and I don't want to hear your pity about it. I just explain how things are, and I'll try to do my best with the current situation, but I'm starting to get a little bit skeptical about continuing to help my mom and dad right now. There's a whole day left to go before I take the train back home, but as of now, I suspect that this will be the last of it for this time. Depends on what kind of tasks they mean me to do and all that. Trying to back the trailer into its spot right now. And there we are. Just gonna take out the trailer and deliver some stuff and go back and eat some, and then we'll see about what happens next. Well, guys, it's late in the evening. I've been sitting in the recliner for the last 4 hours. My back didn't get any better, and I decided and agreed together with my parents that this was it. I'm not going to help them anymore in this um, phase of the project. They're really very thankful for what I did, and I'm just glad to help. So that's okay. I'm two things. One, I'm sorry for the sound quality in this video. It was not very well, but it is what it is. I tried to mend it some, but with this editing program, I had limited options. I'm editing this on my phone right now. Also, sorry for the flickering light right now. But I'll be back stronger than ever. I'm uh, I'm gonna stay active. Try to stay active. I have some things back home that I'm gonna follow up on. So if you're with me so far, please give me a thumbs up and all that. You know the drill. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching and goodbye.